Well, speaking of 1.5-inch dicks.
Oh, you have a story about that? All right.
No. This is something that I know that you featured prominently on your Facebook, but makes for fun discussion.
Okay, sure.
A pregnant Texas woman claims she was raped by a pig. So I guess in Japan, the women over there are swooning about being raped by a hunky gorilla.
With a 1-inch dick.
And in Texas, the women down there are fantasizing about being raped by a pig.
By a pig?
Yeah.
Now, how does this happen?
That I don't understand. It's just like...
I read the article twice, and I was like, where's the details?
I guess we're going to have to try to decipher this a little bit.
All right, let's do that.
Angie Houston recently told Ellis County News, number one, I want to know is why is the news speaking to this woman to begin with? That's the number one thing. Did she contact the news and say, hey, I got the story for you?
Yeah. Hi, Action News. I got something you might be interested in.
Hi, my name is Angie Houston.
Yeah. And I was, I don't know how to say it, but I'll just say it. I was molested by our pig.
Well, again, I want to know is how was her exposed vagina in the same proximity as a pig? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I want to know that too.
Yeah, how was she in a pigsty wearing, well, either naked from the waist down, or was she wearing a dress with no panties on, or what was she doing there to begin with to where her exposed vagina was open to a pig raping her?
Well, you know, I can't say for sure, but from seeing the picture of her, it would shock me none if she was on her hands and knees just fucking feeding in the trough.
Well, again, that's the question I need answered is that how it happened?
It seems like that could be the way.
Okay.
And this pig just came up and fucking mounted her.
Okay. Well, again, again, I want to know is how did the news get wind of this?
Because she called to tell him she felt violated.
Okay, so she contacted the news and said, "Hey, I got raped by a pig, and I'm going to give birth to a baby."
Yeah, she said, "You know, Action 19, Porky got me."
But I want to know who's the reporter who decided that this is newsworthy.
Stop it!
And it needs to go out on the wire.
Dude, if this woman called our hotline, do you think I wouldn't call her back?
Well, for us, but we're not a news source. We're not ones that get publicity.
If you worked at CNN, you don't think you call that one back?
I guess, but I think you would look more foolish.
No way. She'll look more foolish.
Okay.
You're just covering the story.
All right. Houston alleges that one night she came home from a night of playing miniature golf and was pounced on and raped by a 400-pound boar named Pete.
Okay. Well, what made him boring? Oh, that's not the boyfriend?
Well, what I want to know is what was she wearing again to where her vagina was accessible to a pig attack?
Or even more to the point, aren't pigs usually drawn to like smell?
Well, that I don't know.
How rank must her pussy be?
Yeah, but that's usually a monkey, because if you're like on your period, a monkey will bite you.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I understand.
I was unaware of that.
Yeah, look it up.
Wow.
So what was she wearing or not wearing coming home from miniature golf?
Look at this fucking video.
I see that. That is freaking amazing.
What the fuck? Unfucking believable.
How did Phil Ooze find that? That is freaking amazing.
Wow.
And she looks like she's Japanese too, so she must have got tired of looking at the gorilla.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Jeez.
Holy shit.
Well, if you're not in the chat room, you're missing it.
Yeah, and I'm not going to try and even post that into
Holy cow, is that something?
I think if I post that on our Facebook, we'd probably get it shut down.
Yeah. Well,
Fucking hilarious.
Well, we do understand that. Looks like, at least from the GIF, the pig likes titties.
Well, look at this one that AOR Rocks just posted. It's another girl getting a pig's nose up her fucking pussy.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, that pig's got his nose up her taint.
Yeah. He's getting himself some.
Yeah. Look at that other one. Wow.
Holy shit.
Wow.
This is obviously not an uncommon thing.
Apparently not.
Look at that. That pig's eating pussy.
Yeah, that's like a 300-pound porker.
How do you have enough guts as a woman to open your legs up and let a pig lick your puss?
Yeah, because a pig bite can be extremely
take half your leg off.
Yeah. Wow.
What the hell?
Not only that, but she dressed for it.
Yeah, she did. She's wearing her best whore gear.
Whore gear.
Yeah.
Look at that picture Demon posted. Look at that pig. He just got some.
He just finished.
Yeah, he's happy. Look at him.
That's that pig when he was done with that other with this woman.
Yeah. Wow.
Look at Nathan. Damn, even I have limits.
All right. People think I'm crazy and need mental help.
I did until about 30 seconds ago when I saw these other pictures in the chat room.
Because my story, Houston said. They ask, how'd the pig... Phil Lewis, holy cow.
I can't breathe. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Look at the fucking lipstick.
Look at him giving the finger.
So great. You know that's somebody walking in on their grandfather.
Holy cow.
Wow.
Again, if you're not in the chat room, chatandkill.com, it's your fault.
All right, I'm switching the chat room off for a minute.
Wow.
No, I'm not, because no more pictures are coming.
I see that. Oh, my God.
Oh.
Look at AOR Rocks.
Oh. I don't think that's a woman, though, do you?
It's hard to tell.
That looks like a dude.
Wow. Well, of course, he's protected by our SCOTUS.
Yeah, well, it seems like that's legal now, right?
It is legal.
And anyway, he's just, he's representing himself as a pig. So
Right,
it's okay.
right. Yeah, he's identifying as a pig.
Look at a pig doing another pig doggy style.
Right.
Hot.
He identifies as a pig.
He identifies as a pig.
Right. Leave him alone. He's enjoying himself.
Yeah. Remember, like, well, let's see, it's 18 minutes into this. Remember, like, 25 minutes ago when people were saying that we were doing too much politics and not enough of the funny?
Right.
I think those people are probably saying, the politics really wasn't that bad. You guys want to talk about the Republican Party a little more?
Right. I identify as a pig.
Holy smokes, this fucking segment is off the rails.
Right. Well, the SCOTUS just ruled my pursuit of happiness is, takes precedent.
Tantamount.
Yeah, it takes precedence.
Right. And this guy's happiness is from a fucking 10-inch pig dick.
Right, exactly.
Jesus.
It's like a corkscrew.
It's awesome.
All right. Well, getting back to Miss Houston and her tale of wonderment here. They ask, how'd the pig get my panties off to mount me? Well, that's a question I had.
Yeah, no kidding.
I wasn't wearing any panties is how. Wow, she was a goer, huh?
I guess. Well, but let's be honest. Look at her. I don't care if she's wearing any clothes. Is any human fucking her?
Not me.
No way. Maybe for a lot of alcohol.
Wow. Look at Is that a potbelly pig doing that little Chinese girl or that Japanese girl, whatever she is, AOR rocks?
Who knew that this many pigs love the taste of pussy?
They love pussy.
Good Lord, man. There's fucking 10 pictures in the chat room of pigs eating out chicks.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought it was just me. I always said to my former girls, I'm piggy for pussy, but goddamn, I didn't realize it was for real.
No shit. Maybe that's where the salt comes when they eat some bacon.
Yeah, piggy for pussy.
Yeah, eating a little tainted pussy.
Nice.
Look at that.
Oof. All right. So anyway, this piggy gal, she wasn't wearing any panties.
Right.
So what was she wearing? Was she wearing like a dress or something or a skirt? No panties?
Yeah.
To miniature golf.
Right.
Okay. This pig has been hot for me for years. This pig's been hot for me.
That's what her boyfriend might have said. Are you sure that's not who's quoted there?
Well, she just said this pig.
Are you sure it's her, though? And not the dude that actually bangs her?
I don't know.
That sounds like an appropriate statement from the guy.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at her statement here, and then I'm looking at AOR Rock's picture in the chat room.
Yeah.
Constantly sniffing at my genitals. He's tried to rape me 100 times. Well,
mix in some douche, you smelly cunted bitch.
Don't you think you'd get rid of the pig if you felt it was a danger to you?
I think I'd put a bolt in its head and eat that fucker for dinner.
Right.
Jesus.
This is just the first time he successfully got inside me. This is the first time he successfully got inside me.
I do love hearing a good story about a pig rape.
Holy cow.
Oh,
no, I mean,
holy cow.
Holy pig.
Holy AOR rocks.
Angie's parents are supporting her.
Wait a minute. Look at this pig.
Oh,
now,
I see
this
that.
This pig here is, but look closely at the picture. Is the pig snout deep in pussy while she's rubbing her pussy with her other hand?
It looks that way.
She's adding pleasure.
Yeah, well, it looks like the pig is
nose deep.
Yeah, he's nose deep in her asshole.
Yeah, and she's rubbing her puss.
Right.
Hot. Very hot.
Who knew that there was so much human on pig sex going on?
I had no clue that there was any human on sex pig fucking going on. Jesus Christ.
Wow, who knew that?
I did not know.
I didn't either. This has all brought new stuff to light.
All right, what is this one?
Wow.
What is that?
That's a big boar.
Is that a boar that's fucking
this
one?
Yeah, that's a boar.
Oh, my God.
She's getting bored out.
God damn.
She's getting bored out 1 inch over oversize.
Holy smokes. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
My God, you got to be daring to go for that.
Wow. Who knew there was so much bestiality? Is that how you say it?
It's beastie.
Is it bestie or beastie?
Bestiality.
Unless, of course, the pig is really a good friend of yours and it's bestie.
Bestiality. Well, in these people's case, it might be bestiality.
They're my bestie.
Yeah. Look at that pig. Is in her pussy. It's at least 2 feet behind her of hips.
Yeah.
And its body goes all the way past her head.
Yeah.
What a weird sexual experience that would be.
That's a 500-pounder on a 120-pound girl.
Hot. So hot.
It is hot.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Phil, stop it.
Wow.
Do you remember that show Dinosaurs?
Yes.
That pig looks like the youngest dinosaur.
Yeah.
Fuck that woman.
Wow.
Good Lord.
It was like in the late 80s.
Yeah.
Wow. It's crazy. So anyway, Angie Houston says her parents are supporting her claims.
Yeah.
Angie knows she can't have sex until she's married She knows this.
She knows this.
And she promises she hasn't, her father said. Pete's always been an ornery pig.
Oh, Pete.
So it's not surprising he raped our daughter. After this incident, I butchered Pete out.
Oh, nice.
So Pete met his fate for fucking the farmer's daughter.
As it should be.
Right. So is Angie's father no better than ISIS?
Would you want to eat a pig that had fucked a woman?
Well, think about it though.
Yeah.
This farmer discovered this pig as a rapist, and so he butchered him. So how does it make this farmer any less different than ISIS?
ISIS.
Think about it.
He's a pig terrorist.
Exactly.
You know, all the other pigs better beware.
He carried out Sharia law on the pig for raping his daughter.
And when he was done, he said, "Allah Akbar."
Exactly. The bacon I made him into is helping feed Angela and her baby.
Oh, no, he did not say that.
After all, she's eating for two now and needs a lot of extra meat.
Oh, my God.
It sounds like Angela got a lot of extra meat.
The baby's eating its father.
Right.
Oh!
It's cannibalism. So when is the Supreme Court going to rule on cannibalism being perfectly fine? When is that going to be the next, issue on the docket?
I think this case could be a trial run for it.
Exactly. Can a woman eat the father of her child if it's a pig?
Yes. We need a ruling, SCOTUS.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Angie has refused to see an obstetrician. I wonder why. To check out her baby's health or get a sonogram to see what the potential quote-unquote baby pig might look like. I wonder why she's refused the sonogram.
Why? Because she's lying about being a virgin.
Exactly. I just want to wait and be surprised by what my baby looks like, Angie said. My hope is that it's not a mutant pig of some kind.
My hope is that it is.
And it just comes out looking like a normal human baby. Now, if she's literally having a child by a pig, why would it come out looking like a normal human?
It won't.
Look at Phil Ooze.
I had to turn that one off.
That's
just sick.
That little piggy is going piggy.
That is just, man, I do not want to see fucking chick fucking cum on a pig's nose.
That little piggy has gone piggy. That's all I can say.
Is that pussy juice on its head?
I can't tell what that is.
It looks like it, though, doesn't it?
That piggy's just...
That pig has... Its whole snout is covered with pussy juice. And it looks like she might have, like, rubbed it in and then rubbed it on its head.
And on its snout.
Oh. Wow. Thank you, chat room, for livening things up.
I've heard of going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but not piggy for pussy.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
This whole story, everything about it is fucked.
Well, here's the tell right here.
Yeah.
My hope is that it's not a mutant pig of some kind, and it just comes out looking like a normal human baby, which I feel will be the case.
Yeah, of course.
So when she gives birth to a normal human baby, she'll just go, Yep, I knew it all along.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like Pete at all.
What would be funnier? If it came out with a pig's body but a baby's head.
Right.
Or if it came out with a pig's head and a baby's body.
I think the pig head with a baby's body, it would look like the Motley Crue Generation Swine album.
That would be so awesome.
That's what it would look like to me. Or look like Nathan from Kentucky in the chat room.
Let me see.
That's what it would look like going to school.
Would it be able to talk?
Yeah, sure.
That'd be so great.
It would be kind of like, I don't know, it would kind of be like a mix between like Arnold Ziffel,
Yeah.
where people would understand what he was saying out of interpretation.
Jesus, what kind of fun would you have with that kid in school?
Right.
Holy shit.
But he would definitely look like Generation Swine from Motley Crue.
Just come in every day, throw a piece of ham at him, ask
Right.
him if it's his mother.
Right.
Jesus Christ. Oh, I hope this works out to be totally bad. I really hope it's a pig's head with a big body.
Well, you know, she's lying because she got knocked up from her boyfriend.
Oh, I know it, but so what? I want it to be real.
But it's not going to be.
I know, but that's probably why I want it more, because I know it's not going to be. God, I'm hoping that 2 months from now you read up a follow-up story. Here's the baby. The baby named Babe.
Right.
With a pig's fucking head.
A little pig on a mission.
Or just a regular head, but a snout and fucking pig ears or something. Great.
Nice.
Look at me just wishing for a deformity of a kid.
Of course, because we want the bizarre and the odd.
I do. As long as it represents itself as a human, it's a human. Right?
Well, identifies as a human.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
Kate,
you gotta use the proper vernacular, will you?
Well, as long as this baby identifies
it
as a human
identifies
being,
as a human.
then it's a human.
Wow, look at that.
I don't want to look at any more of this. Would you guys stop?
AOR rocks. Holy shit.
Man, goodness. That's a big girl.
Yeah, that is. You know what she reminds me of? Did you see the Black Ice tour from AC/DC?
No.
You didn't see it even on DVD?
I haven't seen videos.
Yeah. Well, they did the whole song "A Whole Lot of Rosie."
Oh, yeah.
Well, they had that big blow up fat chick.
Right, yeah.
And that's what that guy looks like he's banging.
Ugh.
The Whole Lot of Rosie blow up doll from the AC/DC tour.
Yeah. God, looking at that, it makes me maybe reconsider my Rosie O'Donnell commitment.
And she's got some big legs.
I'd still hit it once.
Yeah, big leg woman.
Yeah. Would you hit that once?
I don't know. I'd have a tough time.
If you were really drunk and hadn't had pussy in 10 years.
Perhaps.
I'd hit it once.
Sure.
Why not?
Pussy's pussy, right?
Why not? Her mouth works.
Even a pig.
Yeah, her mouth works.
Even a pig would enjoy that.
Oh, yes.